Welcome everyone. Today my mother-in-law Jenny and I are diving into the fascinating world of creativity by having you explore the brilliant minds of Isaac Newton and Lady Gaga. Talk about a dynamic duo.
Oh, Anthony, you're always so clever with your introductions. Thanks for letting me do this voice thing for your class. I just love how you can make science sound so exciting. Speaking of exciting, did I ever tell you about the time I met a scientist at the grocery store? He was buying apples, and I couldn't help but think of Newton.
That's quite the defying coincidence, Jenny. I'm sure you two had a conversation, but let's not get too far off track. We've got some serious creativity to discuss.
Oh, you're right. I do tend to ramble on, don't I? But it's just because I find everything so interesting. Like Lady Gaga, now there's a creative genius if I ever saw one. Did you know I once tried to recreate her meat dress for Halloween? Let's just say it didn't end well for my refrigerator. Check it too.
I bet that costume idea really went, Jenny. But speaking of Lady Gaga, our students will be analyzing her creative process using the theories of Isaac and Feist. It's going to be a reel of a presentation.
Oh, Anthony, you and your jokes. I don't always get them, but they always make me smile. Now remind me again, who are Isaac and Feist? Are they some of Lady Gaga's collaborators?
Not quite, Jenny. Isaac and Feist are actually psychologists who developed theories about creativity. You could say they really out the creative process.
Oh, now I remember. Isaac was the one who talked about personality traits, right? I always thought I had a pretty creative personality myself. Did I ever tell you about the time I invented a new type of sandwich?
You certainly have a for life, Jenny. But yes, Isaac focused on how personality traits like psychoticism, extroversion, and neuroticism relate to creativity. Feist, on the other hand, looked at how social and personality factors influence scientific and artistic creativity.
That's fascinating, Anthony. I wonder what they would say about my sandwich invention. Do you think it would be considered scientific or artistic creativity? Oh, but we should probably get back to talking about Newton and Lady Gaga, shouldn't we?
Absolutely, Jenny. So let's dive into how these two extraordinary minds, Newton and Lady Gaga, exemplify the theories of Isaac and Feist. Absolutely, Jenny. Our students will be examining how Newton's scientific breakthroughs and Lady Gaga's artistic innovations can be understood through these theoretical lenses. It's going to be a reel of creativity analysis.
Oh, I just love how you can make everything sound so exciting, Anthony. I'm sure the students will do a wonderful job. Speaking of wonderful, did I ever tell you about the time I met Lady Gaga's hairdresser's cousin's dog walker?
I'm sure that's a tale, Jenny, but let's try to stay focused. After the presentations on Newton and Lady Gaga, we'll have a group demonstrating their own creative activity.
Oh, how exciting. Will they be inventing something like Newton or performing like Lady Gaga? Or maybe they'll be making sandwiches like me. I do hope they serve snacks. All this talk of creativity is making me hungry.
Well, Jenny, I'm sure their presentation will be even if it doesn't involve actual food. They'll be showcasing their creativity while also connecting it to the theories of Isaac and Feist.
That sounds absolutely marvelous, Anthony. I can't wait to see what the students come up with. You know, all this talk of creativity reminds me of the time I tried to paint my own version of the Mona Lisa, but with my face instead. Let's just say Leonardo da Vinci has nothing to worry about.
I'm sure your portrait was a real stone in your artistic journey, Jenny, but let's wrap this up and get ready for our students' presentations. We've got of information coming our way.
Oh, Anthony, you're terrible, but in the best way possible. I'm so excited for these presentations. Do you think the students would mind if I shared some of my own creative ideas during the Q&A? I've been working on a new dance routine that I think Lady Gaga would love.
Let's keep the focus on the students for now, Jenny. I'm sure your dance moves are worthy, but today is all about celebrating our students' hard work and creativity.
You're right, of course. I do get carried away sometimes. Well, I can't wait to see what these brilliant young minds have come up with. And Anthony, promise me you'll save some of those wonderful jokes for after the presentations. They always brighten my day.
I promise, Jenny. Now let's get this creativity showcase started. It's going to be a Newton-orific and Gaga-tastic experience.